What's good, y'all? Welcome to an episode of Buzz Boys. And tonight, the Hornets did it. Miles Bridges did it again. Miles Bridges back to back game winning shots, almost identical. The whole game was almost identical to the Celtics game. Down 18, 19 points, flip the script, get right back in the game winning shot. I mean, it was so similar. Steals late in the game by Miles Bridges. Game iced by Miles Bridges. Lamelo has a great game. So similar. So similar. Um, Overall, you got to be happy that this team won the game. Um, Now, am I happy that we were down 18 to the Wizards? No. Should we have ever been down 18 to the Wizards? No. But at the end of the day, if you are the better team, you find a way to win the game. And that's what the Hornets managed to do tonight. So I'm happy. Um, Bro, I was turned. Like watching that, man, the emotions of the game. And I definitely would have liked to see better free throw shooting at the end of the games to where we wouldn't have had to play that free throw game that. But anyway, it was beautiful, man. LaMelo Ball turned into a superstar right in front of our eyes. These last 9 games has been insane for him. 34 points, 13 assists, 8 rebounds, only 2 fouls, 4 turnovers, but hey, when you got 13 assists, who cares? 42% from the field, 38% from 3. It's still pretty efficient considering, who else is going to do it? Him and Miles. Miles, 33 points, 10 rebounds, 2 steals. He does it on 61% from the field and 43% from 3. Those two guys put us on our back. And even Mark with 11 and 15, 3 blocks. And he was 4 for 10, and I'm pretty sure that's the lowest he done shot. As far as I know, he's still leading the league in field goal percentage, but yeah, 40% is kind of low for him. But yeah, man, you got to be happy. And Brandon Miller on his birthday, happy birthday, Brandon. 15 points, 3 assists on his birthday. He chips in 50% from the field, 50% from 3, perfectly balanced. You got to be happy with that. Now, you take a look at Gordon Hayward. 4 points in 30 minutes. That's that bullshit. He back on that bullshit, bro. I think I saw something over the last 5 games. He's averaging like 7 points. What the fuck? Like, ever since Miles came back, Gordon's been a bum. Now, he did have 20 against the Celtics. It was the most quiet 20 in the world. You would have never thought he had 20. But, yeah. Gordon's got to go to the bench, bro. When Terry comes back, I would keep Brandon. I would put Brandon at the 3. I would put Miles at the 4. Really, not too much would change. You just swapping Brandon Gordon and bringing in Terry, and I think it should be seamless. Brandon Miller already said he feels like a 3. He said that before the season even started, that he feels the most comfortable at the 3. So, it should be seamless. Having Gordon and PJ coming off your bench is still good. Ish Smith, he gave us a little something the past few games, but this game, 20 minutes, 0 points. Somehow it leads the team in plus minus tonight. Don't know how. But yeah, man, I don't like that shit. I don't like to see 20 people that just out there doing nothing, bro. 20 minutes, you have 0 points. Nick Smith Jr. played 1 minute and had more points than you. I can't justify this type of stuff. You know how hard it is to win NBA games when you're starting small forward goes out and have 4 points. Your sixth man has 0 points. The odds of you winning that game are slim to none. Now, Bryce McGowan showed up tonight, and that was a big factor. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds. Similar to game before last, I think he had 12, but he disappeared last game. 1 for 6. Missed a bunch of open shots. Tonight he makes the shots, 3 for 4. Bryce, which is it going to be? It's like he's either in double figures or his ass is fuck. Like, can you find a medium? But hey, I'll take that 13. We need that. We need this off the bench. If Bryce can do this, I have no problem with him playing. But he's got to do something. We have too many people that's out there for just defense or whatever. I don't care about that. We need two-way players. Bryce is a pretty average defender, maybe above average. Got to be able to score. I have no problem with you being out there. The opportunity is still going to be there, even with Terry coming back. I think the opportunity will be there for probably one more guard. I'm not going to say Ish Smith is locked into that at all. I do think, even with him back, there's still going to be some opportunity because at the end of the day, we're not trying to play all these guys 40 minutes a game. Lamelo played 39 minutes tonight. We don't want that. So even with Terry back, you don't want him playing 40 minutes a night trying to play the two with the starters and trying to be the point guard off the bench. These people got to rest, man. So, I still think there's going to be opportunity for Bryce or Nick or maybe James Bouknight when he gets healthy. I don't even know. I think he's already healthy. I don't even know. But, even with Terry back, there's still going to be opportunity for one of these young guards, but just about who's going to win amongst them and be consistent. And I guess right now, Bryce is the front runner, so we'll see if he keeps that up. But anyways, getting to the game breakdown, man. Melo got us off to a good start. Similar as the last few games. He's the only person that really is going as soon as the game starts. He comes out, he makes 3, he gets downhill. He always gets us going at the beginning of the game. Got off to a good start. Let's see how much he had in the first quarter. Let me see. 8. I think last game he had 11 in the first quarter. So, him being almost double digits in the first quarter is really the only thing that's keeping us around in these games. But Brandon Miller got off to a good start as well. And I say the same thing almost every game. If the Hornets can just hang around, just have a competitive first quarter, we will probably be okay. It's those games where, after the first quarter, you're down 15 and you spend the rest of your time clawing back where it's like, oh my gosh. But if you can fight in that first quarter, usually we're okay. I loved Miles Bridges' bully ball, the way he started out just getting downhill, bumping guys, getting to the rim. It's just what he does, man. It's that level of physicality this team was missing. And it's just pure grit. We see last game 15 rebounds, tonight 10. That's just pure grit and determination to hit the boards, to play hard, have that extra gear to go to. I love that bully ball, the way he just plays like a wrecking ball, man. And then the next thing I wanted to highlight was Bryce. He chipped in tonight. At one point, I think he had 8 points and he was 4 for 4. He hadn't missed. Excuse me. I'll be recording late, man. So Bryce chipped in, man. Like I said, very much needed, very well needed. Somehow we ended up down 18, man. I don't know what happened. It just, the Wizards are going on 7-0 runs in 1 minute, literally. And And that's just how fast things can change in the NBA. I mean, a 3-pointer there, 3-pointer there, layup here, boom, boom. Momentum swing, it's gone. You never get it back. And it can take a minute. That's how fast stuff can happen in the NBA, and that's how fast you can get back in the game. But yeah, somehow we ended up down 18. It was disgusting. And I was driving and I was watching it on my phone, and I'm like, man, we down 18. I turned that shit off. Then I seen we were down like 11 or 12 at the end of the quarter. I just turned it back on, like, fucking, I'm gonna watch it. And I'm glad I did. I already talked about it a little bit, but Miles rebounding and his 3-pointers, man, it's really what got us going in the right direction when we were down 18. It got us going when we were down, clawing our way back. And that's the effort plays and stuff that you need, is those rebounds. You don't want to give up offensive rebounds when you're already trailing. That can be backbreakers, especially if you have a good defensive possession. You get a stop, but you don't get the board, then they score. That's deflating. So being able to hit the boards, getting out, scoring, I mean, Miles hitting 3 threes is great. It's great for this team. Brandon hit 3. Bryce hit 3. Bro, if we can consistently, we made 16 threes tonight, shooting 43%. If we can consistently be a 40% three-point shooting team, we will be dangerous. This is a night where we shoot 25% because nobody besides Lamelo knows how to make a three-pointer. But Miles' shooting has been impressive, as we saw him hitting game-winning threes back-to-back games. Like, man, this is really what this team needed. And even Brandon Miller, man, making back-to-back plays. Back-to-back plays, scoring, hitting the 3, come down, dunk. Like, that stuff, momentum gets rolling. And I mean, the ball was moving. Lamelo having some beautiful passes, especially into the post. 27 assists tonight as a team. The Wizards had 26. But the ball movement is what got us back into this game. It makes us better when more people touching the ball. Lamelo, 13 assists. I mean, the fact that he still had 34 points, but it's like he just knows what his team needs. And it was great, man. It was great. The facilitating, I was happy with it. I mean, looking at these numbers is still just crazy to me, man. We really got a superstar, like, gosh. And then Melo's 3-point shooting, man. 6 tonight. I mean, yes, he was 6 for 16, but like I said, who else is gonna shoot him? Who else is gonna shoot him? Especially when you're coming off a career high 8 3-pointers just a game before this. And last but not least, the Miles game-winning plays, man. The steal, the and one, the 3 to win the game. It's like deja vu, man. It's like deja vu. But, man, the impact that Miles had on this team has been tremendous. I mean, wow, man. The impact has been great. And I think it's been great for the locker room, too. I know the team is playing harder. It's like, and that's why, I mean, veterans that play hard, it matters. It gets everybody else going. Now, off the court, obviously, you don't want to focus on, the veteran leadership there. But on the court, in the locker room, it seems like guys are responding to Miles and his energy. And that's what you need out of a veteran. And that's why, I mean, I expect Miles to keep starting. Obviously, Lamelo and Mark are going to keep starting. And then it's kind of between Brandon and Gordon and who's going back to the bench. And I mean, for me, I'm sending Gordon down because, yes, he's a veteran, but he's not very vocal. And on top of that, as far as leadership goes, I mean, Have we seen it? Do the players respond to him? The slow starts, is he gonna be a factor in changing that? I don't think so. I'd rather keep Brandon Miller and have Terry Rozier in there, somebody who can spark. Terry gonna talk his shit. He's a fiery guy. That's stuff that you need out there to start games. Not a Gordon Hayward. Just saying. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Keep it around 15 minutes as it is Thanksgiving. It's 1 a.m. Well, going on 2. I'll be up late, man. But I always got to get the content out to you guys. I always try my best. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the channel. That's what I'm thankful for. What are you thankful for? I'm thankful for my 700 plus subscribers. Always growing every day. Love you guys. Yeah, man. Happy holidays. Comment down below how you felt when you saw that game winner go in for the second consecutive game, and what you look forward to for the rest of this season, man. We got the Orlando Magic up next. I feel like that game is just similar to this one. If you're a good team, this is a game that you got to win. They're coming off a win versus the Nuggets. Orlando's been playing great basketball. Nuggets didn't have Jamal Murray, but still, they're going to be feeling the same way we are. You know what I'm saying? If we're a good team, this is a game we got to beat versus Charlotte. A game we got to win versus Charlotte. We feeling the same way. This is a game we got to win versus Orlando if we're a good team. So we'll see. We'll see if Terry Rozier is back. I do want to talk about that just because it really is bothering me. The way that Terry Rozier was questionable, and now for the 9th straight game, he's been out. Why was he questionable the game after his injury? But somehow has not played in 9 games. How is that possible? It's really pissing me off. But hopefully Terry Rozier is back soon, because the sooner the better, so him and Miles can get acclimated back to playing with each other. The team can just figure out how rotations and everything is going to look. We can start to get some familiarity and gel and move forward as a team. But anyways, I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.